To discuss this and more and the case of missing sabungeros, we have Justice Secretary Boying Remulla joining us on Morning Matters today. Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Secretary. Welcome to our program.
Good morning, Gretchen, and good morning to all our viewers.
Secretary, simulan po natin dito sa search sa Taal Lake. Kamusta naman po? Ano po yung latest findings? As we know, there were sacks of human and animal remains. What have you picked up so far?
It's going to be a long process, Gretchen. It's not going to happen overnight and then suddenly everything is done. Mahaba-habang hanapan to, and we just have to be patient with the daily routine that we will have to undertake for the next few months. Because after all, Gretchen, we've been on this for the last 3 years. 3 taon na namin iniintay ang pagkakataon na matapos at matuklasan ang lahat tungkol dito sa missing sabungeros at hindi tayo matitinag at tuloy-tuloy ang ating paghahanap ng mga gabi ng mga nawawalang sabungero.
Okay. Medyo malaki-laki po itong Taal Lake, ano? I mean,
236 square kilometers.
Yes, what would make the evidence conclusive? Like, how far
Kasi
are you
yan,
willing to go?
pointed out sa amin yung fish pond list, kung sino yung nag-list ng fish pond, at kung saan una dinadala ang mga tao. At yun, doon naman tayo naghahanap kung saan tayo itinuro ng testigo. At ang mas mahalaga siguro ay imamapa pa natin yung lake bed na yan at maghahanap tayo ng stratification ng iba't ibang sediment layer. Kung pwede, hahanapin natin yung sediment layers kasi nakailang putok ang Taal mula 2019, di ba? 2016 pa lang, pumuputok ito yung Taal. Kaya marami tayong sediment layers na dapat hukayin at halukayin at imapa para maging mahanap natin at mabuo natin ang paghahanap dito sa mga nawawalang sabungero.
Nabanggit niyo po itong fish pond lease, no? Sino po ang nagmamay-ari nitong fish pond?
Ang may-ari kasi dyan, ang nagbibigay ng lease sa fish pond ay yung mga munisipyo. Mga munisipyo na saklaw ng Taal Lake. So iba-iba mga munisipyo yan na nariyan. Kasama na ang Laurel at iba pa mga munisipyo na siyang may jurisdiction sa lake waters.
So officially po, sino po yung nag-lease? Meron po bang specific?
Isang munisipyo yan. One of the municipality officers.
So ibig sabihin, pinayagan po?
Meron talagang list yan alam mo, you have to put method into the madness. Kasi siyempre, kung di mo i-manage ang resources, magkakagulo, mag-aagawan yan. So, usually in charge na dyan. Parang Laguna Lake, may Laguna Lake Development Authority. Ang Taal, wala pa tayong Development Authority. Pero, minamanage siya ng munisipyo basta shoreline nila.
Pero how would you think they were able to get access? I mean, this particular group, yung Lucky 8 po, no?
Kasi ang isang fish pond list, isang lessor dito, Leslie, ay isang kilala ni, alam ni Totoy, ni Katotoy, itong yung holder ng list.
Okay. Ito pong mga human remains at animal remains, how do we expect to find information? Kasi parang ang tagal na rin po kung 3 years na po yun nandoon.
Gretchen, we are calling on the families to give DNA samples. We're establishing a DNA bank among those who have missing relatives. And later on, we will have a separate team document many of those who disappeared during the drug war within the area from Metro Manila to Region 4. Titingnan din natin yung mga nawawala, mga ibang taong nawawala sa drug war, baka dito nag-i-intersect talaga ang lahat ng dapat hanapin na tao.
Okay, because may access po dito sa fish pond na nabanggit po ninyo. Ano po ito? I mean, could it be more than the case of the 34 missing sabungeros? Kumbaga parang regular po ba ito na tambakan, tapunan? Or talagang itong specific case lang yung tinitignan po natin dito?
Ano yan eh, yung nga, kasi nga Gretchen, sinabi na nga natin na nagkaroon na nga ng intersection yung drug war tsaka yung isabong deaths eh, yung mga nawawala. Yung drug war disappearances at yung isabong disappearances ay parang nag-intersect yan. Kaya may mga common players within the two sets of untimely deaths or untimely disappearances of these people.
Ibig sabihin ho, maaring, I mean, there could have been drug war victims here, dumped
It
here.
also is
apart from-
possible. No? We're not discounting the possibility. Kasi nga,
Yes.
nagkaroon tayo ng occasion sa May Kawayan, no, kung saan nahuli ng NBI and drug suspects who happen to be somehow involved also in Isabong. Kaya yan ang ating, kasi arito eh, yung nahuli ng NBI sa May Kawayan noon ay mga police informant, mga police assets. At sila yung nahuli ng NBI yung panahon na yun.
Okay. Maaari niyo po bang mapaliwanag pa ng mas malalim kung paano po yung naging intersection na nakikita po ninyo dito nga po
Well, common
sa
players.
kasong ito?
Common players lang.
Oo.
May mga death squad talaga. May mga tao talaga hanap buhay nilang to get rid of people. Eh. Yun ang problema. Meron talagang tao na yan ang naging trabaho nung panahon na yun. Yun, that's it. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Si Julie Patidongan already filed an administrative complaint before NAPOLCOM naming
Yes.
about 9 police officers, but there were 12 in his complaint. But you mentioned about 15 that you're looking at. How is the case build up? And why have some names been left out?
Our teams are on the job. They are meeting regularly. And we are evaluating everything as they arrive to us. So, yung lahat ng evidence na nakikita namin, na binibigay sa amin, na-evaluate natin. Kasi nga, ang trabaho namin is really to prepare for the prosecution of the suspects here. Yung talaga yung aming pinaghahandaan.
And when it comes to the police officers, ano pong involvement po kaya nila? Ito po ba ay regular or sila po ay parang for hire lamang?
There was a regular police conductor na identify namin. And that person is really suspected of the one running the show dito. He was based in Calabarzon at that time. And he was part of the intelligence operatives of Calabarzon for a long time. Kaya na-zero in na namin to. He's a police colonel. He's a lieutenant colonel.
Ito po ba ay napangalanan na ni Julie Patidongan? I mean,
Yes,
siya po ba si
yes.
Police Colonel Jacinto Malinaw Jr.?
Hindi. Iba pa yan.
Iba pa.
That guy, Malinaw, was the Batangas police director previously. Ngayon lang, no? But he was also with the CIDG. But he appears to be in the papers that Julie Patidongan possesses. That points out to how people were paid and how the payroll was structured. And that payroll included Mr. Malinaw.
Oo. Maaari po mo malaman.
In
yung
fact, Mr.
pangalan-
Malinaw
Oo.
was
Sige po.
even part of the team of the CIDG that arrested Patidongan and company when there was a warrant of arrest issued by the RTC. Kaya hindi malayo na tama yung information natin.
Oo. Sino po yung police colonel na nabanggit yun na the regular police contractor?
Wag na natin pangalanan muna kasi we're doing
Okay,
the case.
sige po. All right. When we talk about all of these officers, I mean, are you seeing a particular structure of how they operated?
Well, it seemed to be, it had become a regular business of killing people for many of them. And ito naman yung mga bad eggs naman to ng PNP, hindi naman to lahat ng polis. Pero yun nga, we are identifying them kasi we have to deal with reality on the ground. We have to deal with reality as we govern this country na talagang dapat linisin natin ang ranks ng ating mga kapulisan at ng mga taong gumagawa ng hindi mabuti sa ating lipunan. Talaga yun.
Were some of these policemen also Alpha members?
Wala akong alam. But probably more on the Charlie Delta level na sila. Hindi sila umabot sa Alpha.
And how much money went around these policemen?
Maraming pera yan. At, yung main contractor was getting 500,000 per person disposed of. Yung isang bawat taong pinapatay was being paid, itong police contractor na to, 500,000 pesos.
Pag nakapatay po, pag nakapatay.
Pagka tinurn over yan at na-accomplish na yung gagawin nila, yun, binabayaran sila.
Wow. What has led the Department of Justice? I mean, to be able to solidify ito pong case build-up po ninyo, ano po yung crucial in terms of testimonial or evidence, pieces of evidence?
Well, ang una-una
the
dito naman yung
testimonies.
kung credible ang evidence, kung credible ang testimony, kung tama yung mga taong tinuturo. And we believe that Mr. Panidongan has revealed to us things we have to know about what happened then. Kasi alam mo naman, Gretchen, we were in the blank. We were lost in the beginning. Nagsimula kami dito, 2022 pa. We started looking at these cases at 2022. And we seem to be facing a blank wall each time. And we knew that we needed a testimony like this to be able to crack the case open. Kasi organized crime to Gretchen, this is not an ordinary case. This is a case of organized crime. Doing the unmentionable and the dastardly act of killing people.
Has your team already identified Mr. Atong Ang as the main
Well, that's what
main-
our main witness is saying. And we expect to be filing cases soon on this matter. Kasi nga, grabe ito, Gretchen. We have to be able to live with this reality that the Sabong disappearances happen in our country. Alam mo, Sabong is such an old traditional game of the Filipino. It was treated differently. It was the only gambling activity that actually was legalized by government because it's a traditional gambling activity from the previous centuries pa. Kaya napakahalaga na malaman natin to. Alam naman natin na ang bawat bayan halos mayroong sabungan. At sa sabungan, diyan talaga meron talagang people are allowed to bet on their favorite sport. At para ito mangyari at na magkamatayan, ibang usapan na. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga yung sabong justice nung araw, traditionally, ginukulpi lang yan eh. Tsaka dinidisplay yung mukha sa sabungan, binaban sa sabungan. Para magpapatay tayo ng tao dahil sa sabong, ibang usapan na. It takes it a level to a high level and a different level.
There are also other higher people involved here. I mean, it is believed that the senator and congressman could be involved.
Well, some people have been have appeared in many footages that we have been getting, and some of them are involved in politics, and some are coming forward. Basta some are sending word that they were merely investors, and they were not involved in the day-to-day operations. But just to say, we will take everything with a grain of salt. Siyempre, lahat dapat dito pag-aralan. Kasi nga, we have to be able to dig deeper into this controversy kasi ang involved dito tao. These are people with families, with wives, with children, with brothers and sisters. Dapat dito, we should do complete justice to them.
Pero ito pong yung politicians na nabanggit po ninyo,
ikaw nagbanggit, Gretchen, hindi ako nagbanggit. Ikaw nagbanggit.
Ako nagbanggit. Sige po. Nakita niyo po sa video, how deep kaya yung involvement nila? I mean,
yeah, we have to dig deeper.
Okay.
Basta as days go on, we work with the case, and we find out more. We discover, whenever we discover something, we try to inform the public, except that sometimes we cannot telegraph our punches. We cannot tell you everything, Rachel. We have to tell you as needed.
Correct.
We have to prepare a case, and we will be up against the best lawyers money can buy, as they say.
Okay. Ito pong nabanggit ni Julie Patidongan na pagtatambak sa Taal, he also said that he was not able to witness it himself. How could we parang make good on that and make it actually
Meron nga
credible?
videotape eh. Meron nga tayong video ng isang victim, di ba? That shows talaga na bago siya nawala, he was under the custody of these people. Kaya nga, hindi natin pwede i-doubt yan. Kasi, ba't ba siya magsasalita ng invento rito? Eh, napakalino naman, may hawak pa siyang video.
Okay. So far po, ang pinakamalakas po nating ebidensya ay ang mga videos po na ito.
Well, that's part of it. Meron din
Okay.
tayo mga dokumento, but I will not telegraph my punches.
Okay,
I'm
all
sorry.
right. Okay. Okay.
So, no,
What-
let's bring it down to 2 more questions and then I have to go.
Okay. Si Gretchen Barreto, what would her involvement be here?
Well, publicly she's claiming that she was just an investor. That's what she claims. We'll see.
Okay. Justice Secretary, you are also running or vying for Ombudsman. Why this application, and what do you think you would do for the Office of the Ombudsman?
Alam mo, Gretchen, we were the first batch to study the 1987 Constitution as a bar exam. We took the 1987 bar exam, and that 1987 Constitution contained the provision of the Ombudsman. And I've always been fascinated by that, being an answer to many problems that this country has. And up to now, I don't think it has been, the office has been matured properly. And I think that we have to bring something to the table that will make the office very effective in curbing corruption. That's just very idealistic dream, but I have held on to it since I took that bar exam with that provision on the Ombudsman. And I always think that it can be a good way to run this country when we have a good Ombudsman.
Okay. Final question po. Would you recommend rejoining the ICC? You have already mentioned that the victims' families had to go to the ICC because of the lack of evidence here and the failure of the justice system. Would you recommend us to rejoin the ICC? And what do you think?
I am neutral on that. We may and we may not. But because our legal system allows us to recognize international tribunals, and we do not have to be a member to be able to deal with them properly. But we may. It will really depend on the policy direction we will take. We will be debating on the merits of it and the demerits. But just the same, sinasabi ko nga, hindi natin kailangan sumali para ang ICC at yung ibang international tribunal ay naging relevant sa buhay natin. Justice is the most important goal of ours, and it cannot be procured here because of certain historical facts, then we go somewhere else. Basta't magkaroon ng hustisya ang mga biktima ng krimen sa ating bansa.
But to be able to strengthen the institution after, because alam po natin in 3 years magbabago po ang administrasyon, to be able to strengthen the cases on that, kailangan po ba? What would be needed to be done? We don't need to join.
I don't think we have to join. Hindi naman ganun kahalaga. Ang mahalaga, maayos natin ang justice system natin. I think that reforming the justice system is most important. And the Ombudsman's office has a lot to do with it. Kaya that's why I'm also vying for it, I think.
O kung kayo po ay aalis na sa DOJ, paano po yung case build-up dito? What
I'm
would
not worried
the
about
transition
it. I think
look
the
like?
President and I agree
Okay.
on how to run the justice system. I think we agree on certain people that we can trust to continue with the job. But hindi pa naman tapos yan eh. I still have to go through the process, and I have to be appointed. And that it's a process that I'm applying for. And hopefully, I'll be chosen in the end.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today and answering our questions on these cases. We have Justice Secretary Boying Remulla on Morning Matters today. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat po. Salamat.